Do you ever feel like you're just floating through life, but not actually getting closer to the person that you want to be? Like you're working hard, trying your best, but somehow the things you desperately want, more money, better relationships, perfect health, always seem just out of reach? That there's actually an ancient secret that every great achiever throughout history has known, from Einstein to Edison, from Plato to Oprah, but for some reason nobody talks about it openly, and completely changed how millions of people think about creating their reality. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your thoughts are more powerful than you ever imagined, and how to use this knowledge to literally transform your entire life. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about achieving success is backwards? Today, we're re-diving deep into Rhonda Byrne's The Secret, the book that sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Before we jump in, let me tell you something incredible about Rhonda Byrne herself. She discovered this secret during the darkest period of her life. Her father had just died, her business was collapsing, her relationships were falling apart. She was basically at rock bottom when her daughter handed her a book called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. At first, these ideas seemed completely backwards to everything she believed, but she decided to test them anyway. The results? Her life transformed so dramatically that she felt compelled to share this secret with the world. She mortgaged everything, took massive risks, and created first a documentary, then a book that would reach over 50 languages. But here's what's fascinating. This isn't some new age nonsense. The principles in The Secret have been understood by humanity's greatest minds for centuries. The difference is that Rhonda finally put all the pieces together in one place, making this ancient wisdom accessible to everyone. Section 1. The Secret revealed your thoughts create reality. So what exactly is The Secret? It's deceptively simple. Your thoughts create your reality. Whatever you think about most, you attract into your life through what's called the law of attraction. Think of yourself as a human transmission tower. Right now, your thoughts are broadcasting a frequency out into the universe, just like a radio station. And the universe? It's constantly tuning in and broadcasting back to you. Experiences that match your signal? Here's where it gets mind-blowing. Charles Haanel, one of the teachers featured in the book, puts it this way: the greatest and most infallible law upon which the entire system of creation depends. The predominant thought or mental attitude is a magnet, and it will invariably attract such conditions as correspond to its nature. Let me give you a personal example that'll make this crystal clear. Have you ever been thinking about someone you haven't spoken to in months, and then suddenly they call you? Or have you ever woken up thinking, today's going to be a terrible day, and then everything seemed to go wrong? That's not coincidence. That's the law of attraction in action. But here's the crucial part most people miss. The law doesn't distinguish between positive and negative thoughts. It simply delivers whatever you're focusing on most persistently. If you're constantly thinking, I don't want to be broke, the universe hears broke and gives you more financial struggle. The wealthy people throughout history have used this principle, often without even realizing it. They think predominantly about wealth, they believe they deserve it, and they don't allow contradictory thoughts to enter their minds. The result: wealth flows to them. Section 2. The creative process, ask, believe. Receive. Now that you understand the basic principle, let me show you exactly how to use it. The Secret works through what Byrne calls the creative process. 3 simple steps that can transform any area of your life. Ask, believe, and receive. Think of the universe as your personal genie, ready to grant your wishes. But here's the catch. If your request isn't specific, the signal gets confused and you'll attract mixed results. Step 1. Ask instead. Be specific. I want a job that allows me to use my artistic talents and pays me $75,000 per year. Believing means convincing your subconscious mind that you already have what you want. It's about using your imagination to make believe and pretend. He grew up believing only evil people have money and money doesn't grow on trees. Naturally, he had none. But when he met Speaker W. Clement Stone, who told him to visualize achieving a specific financial goal, everything changed. Within 30 days, he conceived the idea for Chicken Soup for the Soul. which eventually earned him a $1 million check. This is about getting crystal clear on what you want. For example, don't just say, "I want a different life." The universe doesn't know what that means. Jack Canfield, creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, demonstrates this perfectly. Step 2. Believe a woman wanted to attract her perfect partner, but could unfigure out why nothing was happening despite doing everything right. Then one day, she realized her actions contradicted her desires. Her garage had no space for a partner's car. Her closet had no room for anyone else's clothes. She was sleeping in the middle of the bed. The moment she made physical space for her partner and started acting as if he was already coming, she met him. Now, visualize telling that person in detail. Feel their excitement, hear their congratulations, experience the joy as if it's happening right now. This is often the hardest step for people, but it's absolutely crucial. Here's a powerful technique. Imagine who the first person would be that you detail when you achieve your biggest goal. Rhonda Byrne shares a perfect example of someone who mastered this step. Step 3. Receive. The final step is about feeling the emotions of already having your desire. You must behave and feel as if you've already received what you asked for. This puts you on the right frequency to actually receive it. One of the most powerful stories in the book comes from someone who wanted to become a lawyer. Every single day for 6 months during bar exam preparation, they would stand in front of a mirror, raise their right hand, and recite the lawyer's oath. They visualized every detail, how they'd sit during the exam, how their handwriting would look, even what they'd wear on exam day. When the results came in, they had indeed passed the bar. Section 3. Real-world applications, money, relationships, health. Let me show you how this actually works in the real world with some incredible examples from people who applied these principles. The secret to money: most people have a completely backwards relationship with money. They focus on their bills, their debt, their lack, and the law of attraction gives them more of exactly that. But when you shift your focus to abundance and wealth, everything changes. Here's a real story from The Secret's testimonials. A person wanted an MP3 player but couldn't afford the $90 price tag. They used visualization to imagine the exact player they wanted and felt grateful for finding it. Days later, they discovered their wife was being underpaid according to her contract. That evening, they discovered a website selling the exact model for $40, but they still needed the $40 when they got home from work. There was a check in the mail for exactly $40, but it gets even better. The same person wrote themselves a check as suggested in the film. Another incredible example: someone visualized receiving $100,000 for months. One night, their husband's parents called to tell them they were gifting them $80,000 toward their next home purchase. The person was blown away but knew it was the law of attraction responding to their belief. The secret to relationships: your outer relationships are a mirror of your inner relationship with yourself. If you constantly think, "I'm not good enough," or "nobody loves me," you attract people and situations that reflect those beliefs. The key is to focus on what you appreciate about people rather than what annoys you. One person shared how they transformed their marriage by making a list of everything they loved about their spouse and reading it daily, instead of focusing on complaints. Within weeks, their partner's behavior shifted dramatically toward more loving actions. The Secret to Health. The book contains numerous stories of people who use these principles to overcome serious health challenges. The key is focusing on perfect health rather than the disease. Instead of saying, "I'm fighting cancer," you say, "I'm perfectly healthy," and visualize your body in its ideal state. One person shared how they overcame chronic pain by spending 30 minutes daily visualizing their body completely pain-free, engaging in all their favorite activities with ease and joy. Within months, the pain disappeared entirely. Section 4. Advanced Techniques, Visualization, and Gratitude. Now, let me teach you the most powerful techniques for accelerating your results. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's a precise mental technique. When you visualize, you must place yourself in the picture alongside your desire. The more vivid and detailed, the more powerful the frequency you're sending out. Don't just imagine a new car. See yourself getting in, feeling the steering wheel, starting the engine, cruising through your neighborhood. Every day, they visualized walking into their salon, greeting clients, seeing the specific layout, even smelling the hair products. They imagined the satisfaction of running their own successful business. Within months, opportunity after opportunity appeared, and they now own one of the top salons in their city. The key is engaging all your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel in your visualization? Here's a success story that shows the power of detailed visualization. Someone wanted their own hairdressing salon. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift your frequency to attraction. When you're grateful, you're acknowledging abundance that already exists in your life, which attracts more to be grateful for. Here's a powerful practice. Write down 10 things you're grateful for every morning. But don't just list them, feel the emotion. Feel genuinely thankful for your health, your family, your opportunities. This puts you in the highest frequency of love, which dissolves all negativity one person shares. How they transformed their financial situation simply by being grateful for the money they already had, even if it was just $5 in their wallet. They would hold the money and feel deep appreciation. Within weeks, unexpected money started flowing from multiple sources. Section 5. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Let me share the biggest mistakes people make when trying to apply the secret so you can avoid them. Mistake number 1. Focusing on what you don't want. This is the most common trap. People say they want abundance while constantly thinking about their bills. They want love while focusing on loneliness. Remember, the universe does not hear. It only hears the subject of your thoughts. Instead of, I don't want to be broke, think, I am attracting wealth daily. Instead of, I don't want to be alone, think, I am attracting my perfect partner. Mistake number 2. Demanding immediate results. Some people try the secret for a week and give up when they don't see instant results. But manifestation works on the universe's timeline, not yours. Stay consistent with your visualization and belief, even when external circumstances haven't changed yet. One person applied these principles for 7 months to get their dream job. When that position ended, instead of being discouraged, they trusted that something better was coming. 2.5 months later, they were offered a job with the highest salary they'd ever earned in their life. Mistake number 3. Taking score too often, constantly checking, is it working yet? Sends out a frequency of doubt and impatience. Instead, focus on feeling good and trusting the process. When you're truly aligned with your desire, you'll feel peaceful and expectant, not anxious and desperate. Section 6. Your personal action plan. Here's exactly how to start applying. The secret in your life today. Spend time getting crystal clear on what you want in 3 key areas: finances, relationships, and health. Write specific, detailed descriptions. Instead of more money, write, I earn $80,000 per year doing work I love. Week 2 to 4. Daily practice. Create a daily 10-minute practice. 5 minutes visualization. See yourself already having your desires. 5 minutes gratitude. Feel thankful for what's already in your life. Month 2 and beyond. Living as if. Start making decisions as if your desires are already manifesting. If you want a promotion, start thinking and acting like someone who deserves it. If you want a loving relationship, start treating yourself with the love you want to receive. The Vision Board Accelerator. This keeps your goals at the forefront of your mind and reinforces your visualization practice. Create a vision board with images representing your desires. Place it where you'll see it daily. And carry it in your wallet. One final powerful technique from the book. Write yourself a check for the amount of money you want to manifest. The only question is, will you use it consciously to create the life you want? Look at it regularly and feel the emotions of already having that money. Conclusion: the secret is on just another self-help concept. It's a fundamental law of the universe that's been working in your life whether you knew it or not. Visualize it daily. Feel grateful for its manifestation. Or let it create by default based on whatever random thoughts happen to dominate your mind. Remember Rhonda Byrne's words, you are the Michelangelo of your life. The David you are sculpting is you. You have the power to create your reality through your thoughts and feelings. And watch as the universe begins to rearrange itself. Start today with just one clear desire. Act as if it's already yours. To bring you exactly what you're asking for, if this video opened your eyes to the incredible power you possess, smash that like button and subscribe for more life-changing book summaries. The question is, what will you create with it? And here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing you want to manifest. Apply these principles for the next 30 days and then come back and tell me in the comments what happened. The secret is out.